Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new video here on FPL Now. Today we're going to be going over my final team selection for Game Week 13. So if you're excited for the video, make sure to drop a like down below. Leave a comment, how did you get on in Game Week 12? Also, what transfers are you thinking of making for Game Week 13? Subscribe if you're brand new, and let's get into the video. So, starting things off, I finished the Game Week 12 on 48 points with a -4, so technically 44 points. Not a very good game week for me, really. A small red arrow down to 19k from 11k. I was expecting a red arrow this week anyway, but it could have been so much better than what happened. So, Gaeta obviously got me 3 points, Kilman got me 1 point, Dallo got me 6, but easily could have got an assist in that game. Trippier got 9 points. I was so close to captaining Trippier as well, but I just went with Kane because he's been so consistent this season. And then one of my transfers this week was Van Dijk. I brought Van Dijk in for James, expecting a clean sheet next week. Well, this game week for Forest, but was hoping for something from the West Ham game. And luckily, Bowen did miss the penalty, so I did get the clean sheet. Got a bonus point as well, so very, very welcomed. Zaha finally got a goal, so he got me 8 points. Trossard just hasn't been a good transfer. I brought him in for the 2 game weeks, and he's just flopped both games. I mean, I say it's flop, but he was so unlucky not to get any returns in that Forest game. Like, I'm a Forest supporter. I have no idea how we did not lose that game. Like, Trossard could have got like a goal and 2 assists. Gross had a really good opportunity. Dean Henderson getting us out of jail once again with his saves, but Brighton absolutely dominated that game. So they're the kind of swings that really go in the favor of people. You know, like someone that had, I'm guessing, a Brighton defender and Nico Williams or something. You know, that was such a perfect result for them. And again, I think Nico Williams, owners this week, and I think they can all say they were a little bit lucky. Like, Forest definitely should have conceded in that game. We didn't, which I'm very happy. I'll take the point. But yeah, on another day, we would have lost that game like 3-0. But yeah, Billing was my other transfer as well. I brought Billing in for Maddison. It was kind of just a 1-week punt. It was basically a -2 because obviously Maddison didn't play. So I would have basically finished on like 46 points without a hit if I didn't bring Billing in. But obviously I finished on 44 with a hit. Now, my options when I was making that transfer was between Barnes, Almiron, and Billing. And of course, I chose the one player that did not score. I just thought that Southampton were a little bit awful at the moment. Billing was on good form. Everton are usually okay. I mean, I say okay defensively, but they've gotten better. So I didn't know Newcastle. I mean, it was only 1-0 anyway, I think, the Newcastle game. But either way, I feel like on a different day, Everton could have scored in that game. And then the other option, Barnes as well. I think Barnes always scores against Leeds, so I probably should. I went for Barnes on the free hit draft that I made this week. I don't know why I went against him, but yeah, it's just how it goes. I had 3 players to choose from, and I picked the one that didn't return. Nearly did as well. Had a really good shot save, which was really unfortunate. And Andreas Pereira as well. I don't know how he came out of that game last night with no returns. He was playing so good. So yeah, really unfortunate not to get anything from there. Kane didn't really do anything in the United game. United honestly looked really good. I'm quite happy that I do own Dallo going forward, because after the Chelsea game, he's going to be in my team every single week because United are just playing really well. But yeah, Kane, not the greatest captaincy option. But either way, I would have gone Trossard regardless if I didn't go Kane. So it's only a 2 points difference. And then Tony as well. I mean, Kepa, so annoying. He could have easily got like a brace in that game. So again, if a couple other things went my way, I could have finished the game week on like 60 odd points. But that's just not how it goes. And then of course my bench, Martinelli, Cancelo, and Haaland. So that was my game week 12 result. Again, small red arrow down to 19k. But we're moving into my team selection for game week 13. I've already made my transfer as well this week, which we'll get into in a second. But either way, let's get into my team selection for game week 13. And this is obviously my goalkeeper, got Gaeta in goal. Everton away. Not a terrible fixture at all. I mean, Everton are quite good at home, but I mean, a perfect scenario would be 1-0 Crystal Palace, but it's probably not going to happen. But either way, Everton away, not a bad fixture for Gaeta. He is picking up save points every now and again as well, which is really helping me out. He picked up obviously the big 11-point haul, but between that, he got 3 points against Leeds, 3 points against Wolves. So even though he is conceding, he is still picking up an extra save point, which again, I will take the scraps at this point. So yeah, Gaeta away at Everton. The back line consists of Trippier away at Tottenham, Van Dijk away at Forest, and then Cancelo at home to Brighton. I can honestly see that City fixture being like 3-4-0. City are well rested. They're going to want a response from that Liverpool defeat. And Brighton, yeah, they didn't score against Forest, but I think the manager has come out and said that there's quite a bit of fatigue in the squad. So I'm expecting Brighton to concede quite a few goals against this City team. Trippier, I just can't bench him at the moment. He's just a bonus point merchant at the moment. Loves a bonus point. Picked up 3, obviously, in the last game. And then, yeah, Van Dijk away at Forest. I mean, as a Forest fan, I'm not expecting us to score against Liverpool. And, yeah, I mean, they did concede quite a few chances against West Ham as well, and especially the penalty as well. So, yeah, I don't think they're great defensively at the back, but, I mean, Forest is just a fixture that everyone seems to be targeting at the moment, and you can see why. You know, they're just terrible. And I'm saying that as a Forest fan. I want us to get better, but we're just awful at the moment. So either way, that's the back line. The midfield consists of Foden. I brought Foden in for Trossard last night to dodge the price rise. I've been losing so much money on prices, just trying to play it safe, and so this week I'm like, you know what, I'm not going to wait. As well as that, if I do want to bring in Saka next week, I just have enough money now. So I kind of had to make that transfer. And I was always going to go Foden over Saka anyway, as I've just mentioned about the City players. Also, Saka picked up a little bit of a knock last night. So he might not be fit for, I think it's Sunday that they play. So I know he is on penalties, but I just think Foden's ceiling is quite a bit higher than Saka this week. So that's why I've gone Foden again. He's rested, everything like that. Zaha away at Everton. Again, nothing wrong with that. Zaha, I think, for me, is just a hold until the World Cup. Again, isn't great away from home, but is on penalties. Could snatch a goal here or there. Martinelli away at Southampton. He did come on as a sub last night, I do believe. But yeah, that's so a little bit of a rest for him. Not bad. And then honestly, my fourth midfielder, I'm honestly not sure who to play. Like, Pereira was exceptional last night, but they've also got Billing away at West Ham. Or I could just play 4 defenders. I could play Kilman at home to Leicester, or Dalot away at Chelsea. I mean, United looks really, really good against Tottenham. So honestly, I don't know who to play for that last spot. But the rest of my team is Haaland, who's going to be my captaincy this week at home to Brighton, Kane at home to Newcastle, and then Tony away at Villa. So glad that Tony didn't pick up a yellow card for this fixture, because I think that Tony could run riot in this fixture. Villa just do not look good at the moment. They've just sacked Steven Gerrard. And so, yeah, I think Tony could be on for a bit of a haul there. And then, like I say, my bench is Billing, Kilman, and Dalot. And honestly, I could play any of those players instead of Andreas Pereira. So I generally don't know who to play. I know I will make the wrong decision. If I play Billing, then Andreas will score a goal. If I play Andreas, Billing will score a goal. Or I could just go Kilman at home to Leicester. I mean, Leicester did look quite good against Leeds, but I don't know if that's just simply because Leeds don't look very good at the moment. I think they've picked up like 2 points out of a possible 21, so yeah, they don't look great at the moment. So that's another reason why I want to play Pereira though against Leeds, because as I say, Leeds do not look very good. So yeah, I'm honestly not sure who to play for that last spot there, but my heart's on Pereira at the moment because, again, looked really good last night, but I just feel like Billing could snatch a goal away at West Ham. But they're both away fixtures. Like I say, if one of them was at home, I'd back the home fixture. But I don't know, it's more exciting playing an outfield player than a defender, in my opinion. So I'm probably going to go Pereira. But again, I could honestly play any of those players. And then moving on to transfers, as I say, I've already made my transfer this week, which was obviously Trossard out for Foden to dodge the price rise. Still got 2.6 mil in the bank. Like I say, my transfer next week, if all goes well, is that I just take out Billing and I bring in Saka, because I've just got enough money for that. And then my midfield is Martinelli, Saka, Zaha, and Foden, which I really like. I really like that midfield. Again, Saka's got a bit of a knock at the moment, so I'm guessing not a lot of people will be bringing him in now, which is obviously quite useful for me, because if he does get one price rise, I'm priced out and I can't get him, and I'll have to downgrade. Like, I could take a hit this week and bring him in, but again, he's not certain to play, and I don't think I necessarily need to. Like, if I did, obviously I'd play him, and I wouldn't have the headache of who to play this week as my fourth midfielder, but I don't know. I don't think it's worth it. So Saka will probably be my transfer next week. I mean, there's also the likes of Bowen and stuff that I could bring in, but I'd rather bring him in this week because of that Bournemouth fixture. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like it will be Saka next week. I could also upgrade like Tony to the likes of Jesus if I really wanted to, but Tony, I think he's going to pop over these next 3 fixtures. He's got Villa away, Wolves at home, and then Forest away. Which are obviously 3 pretty nice fixtures, so I'm keeping him. Game week 16 is obviously a tough one, but I can easily get rid of him in game week 16 for I don't know, anyone really. It can just kind of be a game week, a 1 game week punt, because obviously then we've got all the free transfers and stuff. So yeah, I can honestly just choose anyone. I could go Jesus, I could go Mitrovic, I could go like Darwin Núñez or something, because I've got enough to upgrade to him if I don't bring Saka in. So that's the options there. Again, I'd probably bring in Núñez this week. It's just his minutes are so all over the place, and also I think he picked up a little bit of a knock as well in the City game. But yeah, that's kind of my transfers going forward. If I do get priced out of Saka next week, again, I could always downgrade Van Dijk, but even after the Forest game, they've got some nice fixtures. They've got Leeds at home, and I'm going to want to play him for that. Tottenham's not a great fixture, obviously. Then it's got Southampton, Villa, Leicester. Obviously, I would much rather have Trent or Robertson for these fixtures, but I just didn't have the money, and I needed a James replacement. So yeah, I think I'll keep him for Forest and Leeds, and then maybe game week 15 is when I jump off Van Dijk, and maybe I can upgrade to Trent or something like that. I'm not really too sure. Sorry there's not been any videos this week. I've literally been away. I just got back last night, which is why I'm only going to do my team selection video this week. I don't think I'll do a wildcard draft. There's plenty of really good wildcard drafts online and stuff. We'll bring wildcard drafts back like next week and everything like that. But either way though, that's my final team selection video for game week 13. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please do consider hitting the like button down below. Let's try and hit 50 likes. Leave a comment. How did you get on in game week 12? You probably got on a lot better than me. Like I say, not a great game week from me. Not the right decision. All my transfers lately have been really, really bad. I took out Salah and Mitrovic for Trossard and Kane, and that's kind of backfired a bit. And then I got rid of Billing. That didn't happen. Like, I don't know. I feel like I need a good transfer. You know, I mean, at the same time, I did bring in Van Dijk, who got me 7 points, which was quite nice. But I'm not really bringing in any light midfielders that get me points. It just seems to be defenders. So either way, though, like I said, that's everything for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, drop a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you're brand new. Best of luck with game week 13. And until next time, peace.